the games begin.
Welcome to another episode of the Command Bros. This is Energy One, also known as the Death Card, and today we're going to do a review on mask. Now, your mask is very important, just as important as your marker, because you can't play the game without one or the other. Now, when you get shot with a paintball marker, it's pretty painful, except for when you're shot in the face, because you have your mask on. So remember, you have to always wear your mask when you're out in the field. This is good.
Busted in the face.
This is bad. Okay, now that we got through that, what we're going to do is do a review on several different type of masks. We'll start from the bottom all the way up, all right? So when you're starting to play paintball, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a mask with your gun. All right, this is your first traditional paintball mask. It usually comes with your first paintball marker, or you got it at a yard sale, or was passed down to you by your dad or your uncle or your cousin, and it's been sitting in your closet, all right? Now, this does do the job. It does exactly what needed to be done. It protects your eyes. It has enough ventilation for you to breathe, but you will be walking around looking like Frankenstein. So this is your first paintball mask that you will utilize until you get your next paintball mask. It does the job, but it's not the best, all right? It's not even close to the best. So we don't want this. So the next step up, now this is one of your standard Empire or Helix masks, and it's a little better. As you can see, it has a wider range of vision, but the outside is just as hard as the other mask. So what that means is when a paintball hits this, it will break. There's going to be no deflection from it, but you know, you can paint it up. It looks cool, and it's better than the Frankenstein mask. A little bit more streamlined, got a little bit more fashion to it. All right, now this mask will cost you anywhere from $25 to $35, $40. All right, which isn't that expensive, and it's a good starter mask. You know, if you want to be out in the field, look like you're doing a little bit more than just a noob. Like the first one is usually a rental mask. You might get these as rentals also. Now the next level to this particular mask is almost exactly the same, has the same visor, but as you can see, it's a little bit more contour. It has a more V shape to the head. And if you notice, this is also another Helix Empire mask. But the outside of the shell is a little bit more rubbery. This absorbs some of the impact when the paint hits. Once again, you have the same level of view on the visor. It's wide. The inside has foam padding on side, just like all paintball masks. But the difference between this one is the rubber made by the mask itself, and also it has cloth on the side. It gives you a little bit more ability to hear. All right. This mask also is going to run you anywhere from $35 to $40. All right, you'll see this a lot in the field. They come in different colors, and you get whatever that suits you the best. Which brings us to our next mask. Now we're going to go into a little bit more high-end. You went from paying from $25 to $35, $40. Now we're going towards the $100 mark. All right. Now when you're paying a little bit more masks, you get a little bit more things that comes with it. Now this is what we call a slide profit. Okay. Now this particular mask was one of my first high-end masks. The reason why I like slide because it has a nice wide range of vision in the front. It's very comfortable on the inside as far as, you know, the cushion, and they also have like a cushion for your ear. The thing I liked about the slide was, you know, I'm a big camo fanatic, and their masks actually offer camouflage all the way through. I really do like that because I like my camouflage to be continuous from head to toe. But the negative side, the cons of the slide is, for me, it's kind of bulky. It's sort of bubbly, just like the Helix and the Empire mask. So if you try to lean your head to look down the scope, you'll have all this bumping off the edge of your rails and your pickety rails. Also, the way the slide is developed, you know, it looks very cool. It has a lot of vent systems jumping off right here, but in all actuality, the way it's coned, it traps the moisture from your breath, so it gives you like a muggy feeling. So it's kind of hard for me to breathe. I do like wearing a slide because it does work, but at the same time, that's one thing that I don't like about it, is because it's kind of hard to breathe, and you can't hear crap in this. I mean, my ears feel comfortable, but I can't hear anything unless you're standing like at least, you know, 20 feet away from me. You better start screaming, because the slide hinders your ability to hear long distance noise. So that's the only thing that I don't like about the slide. It's kind of muggy when you breathe, the bulkiness of it, and the fact that you can't hear. but relatively for $100, I say it's an okay mask to get. You know, you'll see a lot of these out in the battlefield, and they do look cool, and the people who are wearing it are experienced. But from my experience, it is not one of my top masks to wear. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's get a message from our sponsors, and I'm going to come back with another mask and explain to you. All right.
Hey, welcome to PunishersPB.com, located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Enjoy the tour.
This is what they had anointed us with, the Dye I-4. Now this I have not used in combat, but because I'm a paintball enthusiast, I have been running around my house wearing this mask for no reason. Watching movies with Bricktop and just cutting up, because that's what the Command Bros do. But let me tell you what I think about it now. As you can probably see on my head, the mask is very aerodynamic. Now I told you I was running around the house, you know, playing around with the mask because I am a giant kid and I had my gun out. And the thing I did like about it is when I did look around, picking around, there really wasn't that much hindrance at all. I can almost eye my head straight down that rail. If I had a scope on it, I could probably see straight down that scope. That was a big changer for me. Also, the way this mask is cut, and I explained to you before, like the Sly Prophet gives you like a muggy feeling. This gives me a lot of breathing ability. Now, I have not used it in the field, but I have been cutting up around the house, and it has not given me any hinderings and a full breath of air, and that's very important because I run a lot, and you see me blow my leg out. If you don't get oxygen to your muscles, you're gonna get cramped. If you don't get cool air to your body, you're gonna heat up faster. And to me, this is ideal to try to combat those sort of symptoms out in the field. The Sly Prophet mask, which I just put down, costs you about $100. This can cost you between anywhere from $150 to $250, depending on where you get it, depending on what colors you have. They have a multiple of different color schemes, and of course it depends on your budget if you should get it anyway. But if you really want to have an advantage in the field, and I'm not saying this is going to help you kill more people or, you know, shoot more people, but it will help you breathe, it will help you keep cool, and it will extend your vision. I believe it's supposed to be 290 degrees. I haven't really did your schematic with the compass or anything like that, but I have noticed a nice visibility. Whenever you buy a mask, what I like to do is I put the mask on. Bricktop yells at me about this all the time. But anyway, I put the mask on, okay? And then I put my hands up, almost equal to my shoulders. And I keep my eye or my head as straight as possible. And I just turn my eye. If I can see my hands, I move them back as far as possible. This shows me my peripheral. It's kind of important because sometimes your eyes will pick up movement back here. It helps you from preventing gets flanked. So this is when you ever buy a mask, you want to put your hands up like, oh, and if you can just sort of see them in your peripheral, that's a pretty good vision span that you want. And also, you know, you want to be able to breathe easily. Now, some people say like that. I know that the dye mask is a little short. They feel that it's kind of short and it doesn't cover their whole face, like the chin part. Personally, I like it. It doesn't have extra plastic, and I think this pocket actually helps you to like escape the humidity air, you know, or the hot air that comes out of your mouth, especially when you're running. So I haven't had a problem with it, but once again, like I said, I have not actually played a real game. I will November 7th, Undead Island at with Mission Masters at Three Rivers Paintball. But this is basically the ideal mask in game. So eventually, if you can save up for it, or maybe if you are blessed with sponsors like us and they will give you one of these masks, praise them highly because it is an excellent mask. You know what? We're crazy about our sponsors because our sponsors are crazy about us. You know what, Britt?
What you gonna do, Energy?
We're gonna, you know what? We are going to throw the craziness back at you. All you gotta do is say, hey, you call up PunisherPaintball.com if you want to buy any accessories, any guns, any uniforms, anything that you need. Not only do they have rock bottom prices, but you'll also get our 10% discount. All you have to say is, we're crazy about the Command Bros, and the Command Bros are crazy about you.
That's crazy.
That's crazy because we're crazy at the Command Bros. So you call up PunisherPaintball.com, whatever you need, they already have rock bottom prices, but you tell them that you're crazy about the Command Bros because the Command Bros are crazy about you, and you'll also get our 10% discount. How's that for a Command Bro crazy day?
That's crazy.
That's crazy! So make sure that you follow us on the Command Bros. You subscribe, and you also hit up Punisher Paintball. We also have several other sponsors. Kill House Weapon Systems have great guns for Tipman. We also have a couple other ones that you can see at the bottom of Nola Gay. But if you really want to get an advantage on the game right now, Punisher Paintball, 10% discount. Hey, you know what? I think everybody's been looking for those damn cameras.
Right, all the outfits.
You can't find them anywhere because they're all out. Punisher Paintball, all of them. I swear, we went downstairs and there was just tons of them. You know what I mean?
It was crazy.
It was crazy. You get this discount because the Command Bros are crazy about you, and we know that you're crazy about the Command Bros. Might as well bring Punisher Paintball into it, and we can all be crazy together.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. So this is the Command Bros signing out. Energy won the death card.
Brick Top, the Immortal.
What do you do?